Today I'm going to take a short little walk around a new phone, the Samsung Mesmerize, which is another in the Galaxy S device lineup from Samsung. So this is the device. As you can see, that's the box, obviously. There's the back and the front of the retail package. Just keep it over there in the background. And this is the device. This is, as I just said, a Samsung Galaxy S Android phone. It's like all the other ones on the other major retail carriers. It is an Android 2.1 device at launch with an upgrade to 4.0 coming, and I believe sometime either in November or early 2011. We still don't have the final word on when that update will be coming, and it will probably vary across the carriers. So as we can see in the front here, this has that beautiful 4-inch Super AMOLED display, which is a wonderful, very vivid color display. Looks great on the device. It's about the perfect size of a device as well. Let's just kind of look. I'll just turn it off here, lock it, and we'll look at some of the other pieces of the hardware, right? So let's see if I can angle this right. It's just a solid slab in the front, right? There's no break between the display and the touch sensitive buttons down here. And we see on this particular model, it's menu, home, back, and search. Has US cellular up top, proximity sensor, and light sensor up there. Headset speaker up front. On the left side, we have a simple volume button up there, and then there's a lanyard opening up at the top. On the bottom, there's simply the microphone hole, and then just the area to grab hold of the back. On the right, we have the power button, which is typical for Samsung. And on the top is the 3.5mm headset jack and the micro USB with a slider door, keeping it free of lint and things like that. On the back, we see we have a 5-megapixel camera, also with a flash, right? I believe, I know the Vibrant doesn't have one, the Captivate. I know that the Epic 4G has a flash. I'm not quite sure about the Fascinate, but if the Fascinate doesn't, this is the only one that is not with the keyboard that has the flash. And then we have that the speaker down toward the bottom. As you can see, the back is quite a fingerprint magnet. It does have the Galaxy S brand on the back. There's nothing on there that says Mesmerize anywhere, so you wouldn't even know it's the Mesmerize unless you knew the device from the box. It feels it's similar, of all the devices, it's most similar to the T-Mobile Samsung Vibrant, and I own that device for a couple weeks, but I would say this one feels more solid and less cheap. The Vibrant had kind of a really plasticky back. This one just feels a little bit more solid than the Vibrant. However, it's quite similar to the Vibrant, and that's what it's closest to in my opinion. Okay, so let's go ahead and flip it on here. So after we turn it on, we see this particular Vibrant, or this particular model, the Samsung Mesmerize, has a sweep the glass to unlock, so we sweep it one way or the other. And there we go, there's our home screen, right? And let's see, as we scroll across, we see that there is 7 home screens with some of the Samsung TouchWiz 3, I believe. Some of the things that they have, like the feeds, they have a daily briefing application. Here's a typical page of shortcuts. I'll show some of those later. Another one, the buddies, and then a calendar type of thing, and then some media stuff. So as we come back here, we see that there's a couple of apps at the bottom that are particular to the US cellular brand. Oh yeah, and by the way, this is also a $199 device after an $80 mail-in rebate, and as I said, it does come with Android 2.1, so it will be upgradable to 4.0. Another thing I didn't find on here is this version actually does not include the Samsung Media Hub. That it will be coming, they said, with that 2.2 update, but it's kind of unusual since the Media Hub is actually active now on some of the other Galaxy S devices. So we see here there's My Contacts, Tone, Room, and then we have Your Navigator. If we tap on this, it's the Your Navigator Deluxe from US Cellular, which is powered by Telenav. So this is Telenav software, and as you can see here, it's the typical what you'd expect from the Telenav software that we see. And I believe this is included in the fees on US Cellular. I know they'd have their their Belief project with a bunch of great options, one and done contracts, reward plans, national rate plans, battery replacement, phone replacement, a bunch of different things to help the customer out. So other than these screens we tap on here, we have the application browser. So here we go. You can see there's city IDs, another thing that's added. We have a desk cradle, the gallery, which is the typical gallery, the daily briefing. Yahoo Mail was preloaded. I did not load that. MySpace is there. They use the Think Free Office suite, and let's see if this is an editing suite. I'll accept the license agreement. Okay, activate. That's right. The Think Free is based upon each device. So there we have. We have the Think Free. So there you go. New document, spreadsheet, presentation. If we do new document, yeah. So this is the full suite that comes on the device, which is nice. There's actually a task manager here too. So you can see this is the task manager. Active applications, summary, kind of nice to have on the Android device because a lot of times it's difficult to find what's running on an Android device. And we see that they have a video player and the nuance of voice commands. A voice recorder application is preloaded, Write and Go, as we see here, just kind of a note-taking app. And one thing that's nice is they have the wireless modem functionality built right into it, right? Which is normally something that we see on Foreo 2.2, so it's nice to see that they have that option in there. And I believe there is an additional fee for using it as a tethering modem, but it's nice that this is included on the device itself. And then everything else that's on here, is the typical phone applications that we see on the TouchWiz, Samsung Galaxy S devices. We got the Gmail, of course, the Android Market, calendar, the camera. Let's show you the camera application real quick. So here's the camera application, right? And if we tap on the side here, we see we have some flash options and some other tool options. And there's pages and pages of different settings, anti-shake. And over here you can switch between video and pictures. It does do the 720p video as well as an option there. And what format selected here? Yeah, so 720 resolution. And I've been running it for several days. It's a typical Galaxy S type device, right? Looks great, has a decent battery life, just kind of a very fast, responsive, nice device. You just have to get used to, like the TouchWiz and things like that. But overall, it's a great device, and for $199. But again, 4-inch Super AMOLED screen, 1 GHz Samsung processor, 5 megapixel camera with a flash, and all that great stuff. Bluetooth 3, Wi-Fi, and a micro SD card as well. So that's a look at the Samsung Mesmerize for US Cellular. Great option if you're on that carrier, and just overall, quite a nice device. Thanks for watching.